Today I am announcing that I am officially coming out with my shoe.
Breaking news from the world of women's basketball. ESPN has just dropped a bombshell about Angel Reese's brand new Reebok contract, and fans are calling it bizarre, confusing, and even desperate. Has Reebok made the biggest mistake in its comeback strategy? Or is Angel Reese about to silence her critics once and for all?
I am extremely excited to confirm and let you guys know we are officially coming out with the Reebok by Angel signature shoe. We have already kicked off the design process, and I can't wait to share with you guys. It will be for men and women.
It all started when Angel Reese took to social media, proudly revealing her first ever signature shoe collaboration with Reebok, their Angel by Reebok collection. The announcement instantly went viral, but not for the reasons Reese expected.
To know the deals don't just stop in college. When you go to the pros, they continue, and I feel like they've even grown even more. Now that I'm a pro, I can do so much more.
Critics were quick to question Reebok's decision. Many pointed out that Reese, despite her charisma and style, hasn't quite backed it up with consistent on-court performances this WNBA season. Her averages? 13 points, 5 rebounds in 19 minutes on May 7th. Numbers respectable, but hardly star defining for a player getting a signature shoe.
To be introduced to a shoe with performance, expressive, y'all know I'm unapologetic. It looks good, feels good, so that's the most important things, and I'm so excited to share this with you guys.
To understand why this deal shocked fans, you have to understand Reebok's history. Once a dominant force in the basketball shoe market during the Allen Iverson and Shaquille O'Neal era, Reebok has struggled to remain relevant in a Nike and Adidas-dominated landscape.
7th, she put up 13 points, 5 boards, and a couple of steals in just 19 minutes.
When Reebok brought back Shaq and AI in 2023 to revive their basketball strategy, fans expected big moves, perhaps a partnership with rising icons like Caitlin Clark or Aya Wilson. Instead, they handed the spotlight to Angel Reese. Many analysts called it a gamble wrapped in glitter.
By Reebok drops Friday. Reebok by Angel, Angel by Reebok, whatever you want to call it, drops Friday. People are so weird.
Of course, no conversation about Angel Reese is complete without mentioning her fierce rival, Caitlin Clark. The two became household names after their dramatic NCAA Finals clash, a showdown that symbolized both rivalry and raw competitiveness in women's basketball.
It's kind of like I'm Hannah Montana, you know, like having two different kinds of things. When you're about your business and know what you want in life and who you are, you make way for what.
But since going pro, their paths couldn't be more different. Caitlin Clark signed multi-million-dollar deals with Nike and Gatorade, became the face of the Indiana Fever, and continues to break WNBA viewership records. Meanwhile, Reese's season has been a mix of injuries, bench time, and inconsistent performances. Yet, somehow, she's the one leading Reebok's big comeback. The backlash was immediate. ESPN's coverage framed the announcement as a bold but puzzling business decision. Social media users flooded comment sections, questioning whether Reebok had done their homework. One viral tweet read, "Reebok just gave a shoe deal to someone who spent more time trending than playing." Still, Angel Reese remains unfazed. In her own words, "I want people to know the deals don't just stop in college. They continue, and I feel like they've even grown now that I'm a pro." That confidence, critics say, is both her biggest strength and her biggest flaw. But does social media fame translate to sneaker sales? Experts are skeptical. Sports marketing consultant Aaron Wilson told ESPN, "This feels more like influencer marketing than athlete partnership. Reebok wants buzz, not basketball." Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark's star continues to rise. With her record-breaking performances, sold-out arenas, and brand partnerships, Clark represents what many see as the future of women's basketball, performance-driven excellence. Reebok's move with Reese, by contrast, highlights a different strategy: entertainment-driven branding. The Angel by Reebok collection is set to drop in spring 2025. Whether it flies off shelves or gathers dust will depend not on marketing gimmicks, but on Reese's ability to back up her talk with performance. If she delivers big moments on the court, Reebok might look like geniuses. But if not, This deal could become the cautionary tale of modern sports marketing. At the end of the day, this isn't just a story about a shoe deal. It's about image versus impact. Angel Reese has built a powerful persona, confident, glamorous, polarizing. But in sports, legacy isn't built on personality alone. It's built on performance. And the question now is, can she deliver? Thanks for watching our deep dive into ESPN's latest shocker and the strange story of Angel Reese's Reebok deal. Do you think this was a smart move or a desperate one? Drop your thoughts below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more investigative WNBA coverage every week. In a move that shocked the basketball world, ESPN has just revealed Angel Reese's brand new Reebok contract, a deal that has fans scratching their heads and sparking heated debates. How did Reese, known more for her social media presence than consistent court dominance, land a signature shoe, while Caitlin Clark continues to break records and redefine women's basketball? This is the story no one saw coming. Angel Reese's announcement quickly went viral. But instead of celebration, the internet responded with disbelief. Critics questioned Reebok's choice, pointing out Reese's inconsistent performance in the WNBA this season. Her May 7 stats, 13 points and 5 rebounds in just 19 minutes, are respectable, but hardly the numbers you'd expect from a player headlining a signature shoe launch. Fans asked, is this marketing genius or a sign of desperation from Reebok, a brand trying to reclaim its glory in a market dominated by Nike and Adidas? Reebok, once a giant in the basketball shoe market during the Shaquille O'Neal and Allen Iverson era, has struggled to maintain relevance. Their attempt to revive the brand in 2023 included bringing back Shaq and AI, but nothing prepared the public for the bold, some say baffling, choice to put Angel Reese at the forefront of their comeback. Critics argue that Reese's social media fame doesn't match up with the credibility needed to lead a sports brand comeback. Some even call it a marketing experiment rather than a performance-based endorsement. No story about Reese is complete without mentioning her high-profile rivalry with Caitlin Clark. Their NCAA finals clash cemented both as household names, but since going pro, their trajectories have diverged sharply. Clark's performance, leadership, and marketability set the standard. Reese's new Reebok deal, in contrast, has been called a flashy, glitter-covered distraction from her on-court limitations. Reese's brand is built on social media, Met Gala appearances, Beats by Dre campaigns, self-branded clothing lines. But critics argue none of this screams elite basketball. Her influence may boost jersey sales and Instagram views, but does it translate to real WNBA impact? Shaquille O'Neal's involvement in Reese's Reebok deal adds another layer to the story. While Shaq champions accessibility and affordability in sneakers, critics question whether Reese embodies the mission. Some say she's simply the convenient face Reebok needed to push nostalgia-driven 90s-inspired products. The basketball world has evolved. While Nike and Adidas push cutting-edge technology, Reebok relies on retro aesthetics. Pairing this with Reese, whose on-court credentials are still developing, has many asking, is this strategy brilliant or forced? Fans and analysts haven't held back. Some call the deal a desperate move by Reebok, designed to generate buzz rather than deliver on basketball credibility. Social media is split. Reese's followers celebrate, while basketball purists question the logic. At the core, this is the contrast between image-driven hype and performance-driven legacy. Reese is building a persona. Clark is building a legacy. Caitlin Clark represents the future. Elite talent, global brand appeal, and consistent WNBA excellence. Reese, despite her social media influence, is still catching up. Her Reebok deal might generate headlines, but the long-term impact depends entirely on whether she can translate hype into performance. The Angel by Reebok collection launches spring 2025. Fans will watch closely to see if Reese can prove herself on the court and justify Reebok's gamble. Meanwhile, Clark continues her season, breaking records and setting the standard for women's basketball and athlete brand partnerships. Angel Reese's Reebok deal is one of the most talked about moves in recent WNBA history, bold, controversial, and polarizing. But only time will tell if this gamble pays off, or if it becomes a cautionary tale about hype over substance. Caitlin Clark, meanwhile, continues to prove that talent, not just persona, wins in basketball.